Did you know there are several SEO practices that aren't working now in 2022? The algorithm has changed, and so many of the things that you're practicing are probably now out of date. But don't worry, this video will reveal what those things are and also going to give you some things to do instead that will get you ahead and rank better in the coming weeks ahead. But if you don't update what you're doing regarding SEO, if you're applying practices you've learned 2 or 3 years ago, then you're going to fall gradually down the ranking order. And that's why Google My Business or Google Business Profile and Google Maps are so important, because last year 73% of e-commerce was done for a mobile device. And what do people do when they're on a mobile? They search using Google or they search using Google Maps. So that's why these 7 tips are going to put you right back on track so you're doing the right things for 2022. So mistake number 1, paying for links, link farming, buying links, and copying other people's content. These were done in the past. It just doesn't work. I mean, how thick do we think Google is in their algorithm? Google knows when content's being copied from someone else's site. Google also knows where links are coming from and whether they have any genuine authority and whether they're genuinely related to your website. So don't do that. Instead, write 1 or 2 really good, useful articles for your audience or for your customers. Maybe write a how-to article or base it on FAQs that your customers have asked you. And that in itself will build your authority, and you'll get natural link building taking place because you have great articles on your website. And that in itself will give a boost to your business. And mistake number 2 is all about keywords, but misusing keywords in your business name, particularly when it comes to the business profile that Google gives you. So have you noticed sometimes people use all these keywords in their business name, but when you go to their website, clearly that isn't the case. So their business is not called what they're calling it or naming it on Google Business Profile. Although that was breaking Google's guidelines, people were able to get away with it and it gave them an increased ranking quite quickly. But that's not long-term SEO. And Google now is really cracking down on that. And many businesses are being suspended because of misusing that keyword in their business name. So what can you do instead? Well, just cut to the chase and just build a better profile. The key thing is to have a really good local business that's building authority, building trust, and building expertise. But as a bonus tip, what about adding around here, near here, close to me? Those are keywords that seem to get a lot of benefit. Again, last year, there's been an increase. Over 400% of people now type in, say, a plumber, but they'll put then the word near me afterwards. In fact, Google now ignores those types of words. They know that people want close by, so they know people want it when it's opened. But Google has that information already. It knows your proximity. And so it's going to work it out by ignoring those keywords. So don't use them in the title. Third big mistake is one from a few years ago. We used to speak about geotagging images. So geotagging, basically what it does is when a photo is uploaded from your camera, if it's uploaded to Google or to the internet, there would be a hidden file within the properties of that file that would say where it was taken, who took it, what camera was being used, and so on. The advantage was at the time was it meant that if a customer or if you uploaded photos, Google was aware whether that was local to the town or the area that you're trying to rank in locally. But Google realized that people misuse that, and actually it serves no purpose. So in recent times, Google's now been stripping out the geolocation. If you're still trying to manually add geolocations to your images, it doesn't really serve any purpose because it gets stripped out. So what can you do instead? Well, the best thing you can do is ask your customers, when they give you a review, to upload a photo. Now, it doesn't matter whether it's got geolocation built in, but a genuine good photo with a great review is worth so much more. So customers' photos being uploaded on a review is a huge ranking factor in Google. Mistake number 4 is to keep using Google Ads. If you're using Google Ads, it's perhaps good to give your business a kickstart to be found, especially if you're starting out. But Google Ads is always going to go up in cost. It continues to go up in cost because of competition. What you could be doing instead is focusing on building up your business authority by some good articles, get some nice backlinks, maybe add a few interesting details that are going to attract customers. But the nice thing with Google Business Profile is it will bring in constant traffic on a regular basis. And the better you serve your customers, the better your reviews are, and it continues to escalate. And how much does it cost? Well, currently Google Business Profile is free. So it's free advertising, rather than paying hundreds and thousands of pounds over the years and get perhaps a little return on Google Ads. Here you're getting a massive return because people are local to you wanting your services. Get to the top 3 of Google Business and Google Maps and you'll see great increase of traffic. Mistake number 5 is using keywords in your content. So we spoke previously of keywords in your title, but keywords in your content as well, they need to be natural. And they need to be keywords that your customers are looking for. So keyword stuffing in the past was things like just putting it so many times that Google would rank you. That doesn't work anymore. So what can you do instead? What will really help you instead? We'll just do a little bit of research. So some great tools you can use, such as Answer the Public, Google Trends, Surfer Local, Google Insights, Google Analytics. All these will give you some great insights as to what's working and how you're being found currently. So with Google Insights, for example, that tells you how people are finding your business. So why not write an article and use those keywords? Because if you're ranking, say, outside the top 10 on those keywords, by writing some really useful articles, you'll find you'll gradually go up the ranking. And if that's bringing in real traffic now, that's just going to increase that traffic too. So keywords, understanding what your customers are using is vital if you want to improve your ranking. And there's a great video here if you want to find out more about keywords and how you can use them with those tools. Mistake number 6 is always focusing on SEO. Now that might sound stupid coming from me here on a channel that's all about local SEO, but you know what? Real, genuine, good SEO is not thinking about the algorithm or thinking about how you're going to improve in your ranking. The best thing you can do is think about your customers, because that's what Google and the algorithm is trying to do. It's trying to get one step ahead and know what is it your customers are looking for. So you could almost be ahead of the algorithm if you also think in the same terms that Google is looking at as they improve their algorithm. It's pleasing your customers. Putting your customers first is always going to outrank the Google algorithm. In fact, the greater your customer experience and the longer time they spend on your website and on your videos and learning more about your trades and what you can offer, the greater you'll rank. So can you see, it's almost a reverse of what most people think SEO is these days. Focus on your customer and the SEO will take care of itself. And the mistake number 7 that often happens is people misuse photographs for their website or for their Google business profile. What do I mean by misusing them? What they do is, rather than taking genuine photos that are perhaps of the real shots of your shop, your business, your staff, external business, internal business, your offices, rather than doing the natural things that they want to get a more polished photo. So what do? They go and purchase third-party photos, royalty stock-free photos. And by doing so, actually, everyone else has those photos. Google knows that. Google knows if you do a Google search on photos, it will tell you whether 200 or 300 people have that same photo. So it's not then a genuine indication of your particular business on a local SEO scale. Google then doesn't rank it on that basis. So the more genuine your photos are and the more useful they are to your customers, the higher Google ranks you. You know, if you've got authenticity in your photos, you'll find that Google gives you a lot more views. So try that, upload some great photos today, and then you'll notice an increase in views in the coming weeks ahead. But one of the biggest mistakes you could possibly make is, as an SEO consultant like myself, telling you what to do is a big mistake. What would be really useful is showing you what to do. And so to do that, wouldn't it be great if we had a video that shows you now all these things and a load more as to what you can do to optimize your business? Well, I've got that video for you right here. So make sure you don't miss it now, and you'll find you'll know exactly what to do because I'm going to show you on this video.